Canada is known for its multiculturalism, safe living, high quality of life, and incredibly friendly people. But do you know which cities are the best places to live? The ones that might interest those looking to move to the Great White North. Here is our ranking of the 10 best cities to live in Canada. Before you start, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. At number 10, Montreal. A French-speaking city, Montreal is the second largest city in Canada with a population of 2 million. It offers a great quality of life at a relatively affordable cost compared to other Canadian cities. In fact, the cost of rent for a 2-bedroom apartment will cost between $800 and $1,400 a month, depending on the neighborhood. An apartment in the heart of the city will cost a little more. The average monthly cost of groceries for one person is estimated at about $250 a month. Montreal is well served by public transportation. A monthly pass called an Opus card costs $88.50 a month, and a ticket will cost you $3.50. The city is a melting pot of cultures and traditions. This Quebec metropolis blends the authenticity of nature with the dynamic modernity of city life, offering many activities in summer and winter. At number 9, Vancouver. Vancouver is the most densely populated city in Canada, with a population of over 2.3 million. It has a thriving economy with many job opportunities in construction, tourism, and telecommunications. The cost of living is the most expensive in Canada. The average cost of a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,313 a month. The closer you are to the center, the more expensive it gets. Food expenses are the highest in British Columbia. For Vancouver, it will cost just over $300 a month. Education and healthcare coverage are also very advantageous. Vancouver has an excellent transportation system with a combination of subway, bus, and boat. A monthly pass costs $98, more expensive than Montreal. On the cultural side, the city's lively art scene will appeal to film lovers and artists of all kinds. At number 8, Toronto. Toronto is to Canada what New York is to the United States. The capital of the province of Ontario, Toronto is a cosmopolitan and universal city with a population of over 2.9 million. A cultural melting pot, the city attracts a diverse international community. As an example, the average monthly rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,467 a month. The cost of food will depend on where you shop. The average cost is $250 per person. Getting around Toronto is easy thanks to the public transportation system. A one-way ticket costs $3.25. The GPA weekly pass, which covers the Greater Toronto Area, costs $64.95. As the financial capital of Canada, Toronto rival, Silicon Valley is one of North America's most dynamic business hubs. At number 7, Ottawa. Canada's capital city, with a population of 1 million, obviously deserves its place in this top 10. Ottawa is attracting more and more international students. It is distinguished by a high quality of life, a booming economy, low unemployment and crime rate, a vibrant cultural life, and diverse communities. For those considering relocation, the city offers a variety of jobs in industry, technology, with growth in the natural sciences, law, and management. In the downtown area, the average cost for a 2-bedroom rental apartment is $1,300. Single transit fares cost $3.55, slightly more expensive than Toronto or Montreal, as does food, where fresh produce in particular tends to be a bit more expensive than other Canadian cities. At number 6 is Kingston. Kingston is a city in eastern Ontario with a population of about 140,000. Known for its architecture, the city is home to Queen's University and the Kingston Penitentiary. In addition to its many museums, it is also known for its lively and vibrant downtown area, which hosts several festivals each summer. The city is safe and has a slightly more affordable cost of living than other Ontario cities like Toronto. In fact, you can rent a 2-bedroom apartment in the downtown area for an average of $1,200 per month, which is less expensive than Toronto, for example. It's very easy to get around Kingston. Most attractions are within walking distance of the downtown area. For example, phone prices are much higher in Canada. You can expect to pay at least $45 per month and more than $100 for some internet data packages. At number 5, we have Quebec City. A true jewel of architecture and history, Quebec City has a population of 737,455. It is one of the cheapest cities in Canada. The cost of living in Quebec City is relatively low compared to other major North American cities. In 2017, the average for a 2-bedroom apartment in Quebec City is $820. For public transportation, it costs about $3.50 for a ticket and $8,750 for a monthly pass. The food basket represents a large part of the budget. As an example, the average household food expenditure in 2017 was around $650 a month. Quebec has been recognized as the safest city to raise children. Its people are known for their friendliness and respect for others, which makes it an ideal destination for newcomers to live and thrive. At number 4 is Calgary. Calgary is the largest city in the province of Alberta, with a population of about 1.5 million in 2019. Considered one of the best cities to live in Canada, Calgary is a relatively expensive city, especially following the inflation of real estate prices a few years ago. Rent prices are high. They can go up and down quickly depending on the oil boom. A 1-bedroom apartment will cost an average of $1,050 a month. A sprawling city, Calgary was built for the car. It is difficult to do without one. Despite a fairly efficient subway system, the buses are a little less efficient. Food can be quite expensive, especially when you try to cook with European products. As for the temperature, it benefits from a more or less mild climate with a fairly high sunshine rate. Calgary is a perfect city for a family life. At number 3 is Halifax, the capital of the Canadian province of Nova Scotia. Halifax is a small coastal city of 448,544 for inhabitants, nestled on the east coast of Canada. The cost of living in Nova Scotia is relatively low, including in its capital. Living on the peninsula, closer to the centre, is slightly more expensive than living on the mainland. The average cost of a 1-bedroom apartment is $904 a month. However, the food budget, like the rest of Canada in general, is relatively high. According to one study, a Canadian family in 2020 spends an average of $487 more on food than in the previous year. In addition, Halifax has a clean and safe living environment. It has a family-friendly environment with a relatively peaceful pace of life and many activities to choose from. At number 2, Oakville. A large Ontario city of over 200,000 people, Oakville combines economic wealth with a high quality of life. The average household income is $161,540 a year, while the average cost of renting a 2-bedroom is $1,000. The city, therefore, enjoys a strong economy and affordable housing relative to household incomes. The city offers multiple job opportunities in biotech, medicine, and digital, among others. Moreover, it attracts many French-speaking newcomers thanks to its low unemployment rate of 5.7%. Its many French-speaking schools, an efficient health network, and a very low crime rate. The city has several parks and green spaces for leisure activities. Its proximity to Toronto gives it the advantage of a quiet small town life without being isolated from the large urban areas. Enough assets to explain its presence in this ranking. At number 1, Sherbrooke. The city of Sherbrooke closes this video and this ranking. Located in the administrative region of the Eastern Townships, Sherbrooke is the 6th largest city in Quebec with more than 170,000 inhabitants as of 2020. Sherbrooke would have the lowest cost of living among cities with more than 100,000 inhabitants in Canada. In fact, the cost of living is 15.6% lower than in the rest of the country. In addition, the average cost of rent is $631. Sherbrooke is a perfect balance between urban dynamism and the calm of nature. With its various cultural events, its many professional opportunities, its security, and its unique natural setting, Sherbrooke offers an incomparable quality of life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like this video and share it with others. See you soon.